Hi folks, this is channel 01 to 1975. It's the 7th of August 2015. This is my video log, and starting off by saying hi everybody, thanks for the views recently, and my voice has been a bit off the past few days. I did a fantastic dinosaur footprints walk on Wednesday. I had 37 people along. It was absolutely brilliant. Lots of children. We had sheets for them to colour in. Lots of activities. I was dressed as a pirate. And I'm actually going to start to focus on more of these things. Having 37 people on a walk, as I did on Wednesday, and the financial returns that gave me, was more rewarding than me doing 2 or 3 walks every week and having no more than in total 12-15 people along, and it's a lot more rewarding when you get a large group. So I'm going to be focusing on things like that, and I'm going to be cutting back again. I've decided that I'm just going to be doing these really high profile walks and teaching my classes on a Thursday and on a Tuesday. And that's it. I've decided for a while I won't be doing my acting classes on a Wednesday evening, simply because I'm getting worn out a lot, and the costume walks that I'm doing, you know, have got a big acting element in them anyway. So that's good. So before I actually overdo it and do too much, I'm going to be cutting back a bit. So that's great. I've just done a couple of discoveries the past few days that people might find useful. One was a horror discovery. I was on Amazon and I noticed that, no, I wasn't, sorry. I was on my bank account and I noticed that there was money missing, and it wasn't coming up on my balance. It was just like I was about 80, £100 down, and I couldn't work out what happened, and it just wasn't adding up. So I phoned my bank and they said, oh, Amazon Prime have taken £79 out of your account. And I was actually livid, and I phoned Amazon, and basically, word of warning for everybody: if any of you have got an Amazon account, they're seemingly automatically signing you up to their Amazon Prime account without asking you, without sending you an email, taking, you know, £79 out of your account, which to me is a lot of money. I work really hard for that money, and if you do see that happening to your bank account, you need to phone your bank straight away. You also need to phone Amazon Prime, and whatever you do, do not sign into Amazon Prime on the internet, because if you do, you automatically it automatically means that you cannot get the £79 back, because you're using Amazon Prime. You've got to go onto Google, get the Amazon Prime number, phone them up, say you do not want Amazon Prime, you want it cancelled, and you want a refund. If you sign in online, you automatically lose the 79 quid, and you know, you got no comeback. So check your accounts, everybody, particularly over the past few days, and if there's any weird activity, it's Amazon Prime, and you need to phone your bank about it and then phone Amazon Prime. The other thing recently, Tom mentioned that I should look into my Facebook other accounts, because I've been missing emails over the past few years. You know, messages, not emails, messages on my Facebook account. And lo and behold, I found people wanting me to do work, people wanting to buy my book, people wanting to do newspaper pieces on me. I think there was an acting job, and I didn't know they were there, so therefore, you know, nothing happened with all that. So it was a big shame. There was a couple of nasty emails as well that I had to delete. So look in your other inbox on Facebook. I never thought of looking before, but I did, and there was all this stuff there, all this positive stuff. And I was showing Tom, I was going through it, and he said, "Oh my God, you could have had all this work, and I've missed out on it." And one other weird thing is this: I spoke to my children's mum today, and she said that my children wish that their dad was boring, that they wish their dad was not happy, that they wish their dad was uninteresting, and I said point blank, if my children don't like it, then it's tough. I'm the person who I am, and if I want to be somebody that climbs trees, somebody that does stone skimming, all things that my two youngest children think are embarrassing, and if they don't like it, then it's tough. I'm a happy dad, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to be enthusiastic about life, and if they don't like it, then they can lump it. And I just felt really angry about that my children want me to be somebody who's boring, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be the person who I want to be, and I'm not going to allow anybody, including my children, to control me. So that's the situation. My eldest children like me, Bethan and Owen, they like to be me enthusiastic and happy, but if my youngest children don't, then I'm not going to allow them to control me and to control me being happy, because if you're not happy, it leads to depression. Depression leads to you being put into a mental hospital, or leads to you going into an early death. And personally, I prefer to be around for the next 30 to 40 years, seeing my children growing up, if they like it or they don't. Ooh, was that negative? I don't really care. I'm going to be enthusiastic, and I'm going to be happy about life. Anyway, this is the end of the video log. Comments, please. This is Karl-James Langford, channel 01 to 1975. This is the 7th of August. Thanks, guys.